Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well, and today's video is just going to be a showcase of the films that I'm going to be watching in the month of October leading up to Halloween. Halloween is one of my favourite times of year. The months of September, October are just my favourite times of year really. I really enjoy it. It's the season's changing here in the UK, and sort of it's the nights are drawing in, and it's sort of jumper weather, and I just love that time of year where the leaves are changing colour. So I just thought I'd make a video just to show what I'm going to be watching. Most of these films I haven't seen. I do like to have a few films that I like to rewatch in the month of October. But yeah, I just thought I'd share what my upcoming watch list is going to be. So the first film is a silent film from 1922 directed by Benjamin Christensen, and it is Hackson. Now I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. I picked this up last November when I was in New York, and there was Barnes & Noble sale on while I was there, coincidentally. So I picked this up, but I knew that I had to watch this in October. Films about cults and witchcraft, and it's sort of like documentary slash fiction filmmaking. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've seen some stills from this film, and the imagery looks really interesting, and I can't wait to watch this one. Next up is a release from 88 Films, and it is directed by Umberto Lenzi, who's a director I'm really interested in. I haven't watched anything by him, but I feel that it's going to be a director whose work I'm going to enjoy. Sometimes you get that sort of feeling when you blind buy something, when you know a little bit about them, but you've never seen any of their films, and you just think, I think I might enjoy this, based on some of the films it's sort of like likened to, and that is Eyeball. So this is the special edition from 88 Films. It has some like art cards and a booklet in here, and it's quite hard to track this down now. But yeah, I think the film follows a killer that likes to pluck the eyeballs out of its victims. So yeah, if it's anything like any of the sort of the giallo mystery thriller murder films that I like, I'm sure I'm going to have a great time with this, and I'm sure it's a great selection for October. Next up is another giallo film. I do like giallo films, and it's directed by Sergio Martino, and it's a Severin film release. Actually, I had to import this one, but I like to get my hands on all sorts of giallo films, and that is All the Colours of the Dark. Don't really have much to say about this one, other than it's meant to be a really good giallo film. So if you've seen this film and you have anything to say about this, or whether you liked it or disliked it, or where it stands up amongst other giallo type films, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. But yeah, I'm really excited to watch this one soon. Next up is a rewatch. I've seen this film countless times. I wouldn't say I watch this every Halloween, but it's a film that I can watch any time of year really, but it gets it always feels better to be watching some of these types of films at this time of year, and that is the modern classic Wes Craven film, Scream.
Yeah, you're gonna love this one. It's a Scream, baby.
This is such a great subversion of tropes that you would find in a slasher film. It's so well constructed, it's so entertaining. I remember when I watched this as a young teenager being very scared by this. Now I don't really find it scary at all. It's just hugely entertaining, and every time I watch it, the twists that you get throughout the film I still find so entertaining and so well made. And yeah, Scream is a classic horror film, and yeah, I'm just really excited to watch this one. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing with yourself? You need to see this film. It's amazing. Next up is a film by Brian Yuzna. I've discussed this on the channel before, But I've been waiting until October to watch this because of it being the sort of horror film that I want to watch in October, and that is Society. So I know this film has two very different types of styles running through it, and there's like a turning point throughout the film where it descends into what the front cover might suggest the film is like. But other than that, I don't really have anything to say about it. So again, if you've seen this film and you have any thoughts or comments about it, please leave one below without spoiling anything for me, please. Really excited to watch this one soon. Next up is a film I'm super excited to watch by the godfather of gore, Lucio Fulci, and that is The City of the Living Dead. If this is anything to go by zombie flesh eaters, I'm going to have an amazing time with this. I love zombie flesh eaters, and I picked this up ages ago in an Arrow sale, and like a lot of these films that I haven't already seen, I like to save things for sort of October time to enjoy these to the full. And yeah, Lucio Fulci film, I think it came out in 1980, and it's part of the Gates of Hell trilogy, and yeah, I'm really excited to delve into this one. Next up is another silent film that came out in 1920. This film is 100 years old, which is ridiculous, and it's Der Gollum. And this is a release from Eureka Masters of Cinema. And yeah, I don't really know much about this one. I'm just super into anything silent, really, from that era. And it's sort of a German expressionist horror film from that era. And I had to pick this up. And again, saved it to October to watch. But I'm really excited to delve into this one. Next up is another rewatch. And it's one of my... not just one of my favourite horror films, but one of my favourite films of the last decade, and that is Hereditary by Ari Aster. I love this film, truly. It is such a great family tragedy at heart. There's very scary moments in this film, but I think why this film works so well is because the heart of the story is about a family that's coming apart due to a tragedy that happens to them, and and then it's all sort of the icing on the cake is just all the supernatural horror elements to the film, and it's so well constructed, and Toni Collette in this film is superb. She gives us such a harrowing depiction of trauma and just amazing. I can't really say enough about this. I really love this, and I can see this being a regular rewatch for the foreseeable future in years going on for the Halloween season. So Hereditary. Next up is another film I'm super excited to get to, and it's the third film of the Gates of Hell trilogy, directed by Lucio Fulci, and that is The Beyond. So this is the Arrow sort of window box edition. There is like 4 different covers, so this double-sided cover is reversible, so you can get 4 different versions, and it's got an array of special features, and I've heard from some people that this is regarded as Lucio Fulci's best film, so I'm really excited to see this one. I think it's like a zombie film that also has supernatural elements in it, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, this will probably be one of the first ones that I put on as soon as October comes around. So, The Beyond. And last but not least is a rewatch, but it's the first time I will have seen this in 4K, and that is one of Alfred Hitchcock's masterpieces, Psycho. I really love this steelbook edition with the knife and then the house, and yeah, this is such a great film. I don't really have anything to add to this that hasn't already been discussed by millions of people. It's a classic film, influential to the nth degree, and made by one of the greatest filmmakers ever, Alfred Hitchcock, and I'm really excited to see how this can look, how good this can look in 4K, because it's in black and white, but I've heard a lot of people say that the blacks and the whites and really can, in 4K and HDR, can really like make everything like shadows and things really be predominant and look fantastic. And yeah, I'm really excited to delve back into watching this one for, I don't know how many times I've seen this, but it should be a great time again. I know I said Psycho was the last one, but I left one of the other films on the side over there. I didn't want to talk about this one. It's a box set from Vinegar Syndrome, and it's a Giallo set containing some films that I guess not many people have seen or are aware of, going by the title Forgotten Jally, Volume 1. And this box set is stunning. It's such a superb presentation of these films. So it's really cool because the top comes off and then we have like a switchblade sort of thing there. And then the films come out the top. And we have Police Are Blundering in the Dark, Trauma, and The Killer is One of 13. And as I've said before, I'm all in on anything Giallo or anything like that, so I had to pick this up when I saw it was available. And yeah, I'm really excited to delve into those. And yeah, this box set is stunning, so that's just something I have to say about it anyway. So yeah, so that's my sort of upcoming watch list for October. Let me know down below what sort of films that you like to rewatch in October, or what stack of films that you've got ready to watch for this upcoming Halloween season. If you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment below, consider subscribing to my channel, and yeah, until next time, take care.